Hi, this is Tim Bray. You're looking at the screen of my Nexus 7. I've already posted a couple of screencasts showing how to send and receive encrypted messages using the Open Keychain app, which is what we're looking at here. To communicate privately with someone, you need to know their public key, and this has always been kind of a problem. How do you convince yourself that a public key really belongs to some particular person? So the software can help out, and let's walk through that. Suppose I want to communicate with Chris Coyne, who's a well-known programmer, and let's go looking for him in the cloud. Yeah, that Chris Coyne from my Android contacts. And sure enough, it finds some keys for him. Now look at that first key listing. It claims that this particular key is associated with a bunch of accounts on Coinbase, GitHub, Hacker News, Reddit, and so on. What's that mean? Well, let's find out. First of all, we'll import the key. And now it should show up in my listing. There it is. So there's that key, and now I want to know, do I trust this key enough to use it in secret communication with Chris? Well, there's a Trust This Key tab. So the first thing it does is some basic checks, and well, no, this key is not revoked, nor has it expired. There's no obvious reason not to use it. So let's go look for evidence in the cloud, and wow, there's a lot. Keybase.io claims that whoever owns this key, has an account at Reddit and controls some domain names and is on Coinbase and is on Twitter and Hacker News and GitHub. And if that's true, well, that's useful evidence in deciding whether or not to trust this. How much should we trust this? Keybase.io is, after all, just a website. Fortunately, the software can check these proofs locally, so we don't have to trust Keybase to use this. So let's look at this evidence. It says that whoever controls this key can post to the chriscoin.com website. So let's go and check that. And it fetches a text file from the chriscoin.com website. Kind of boring stuff, full of crypto gibberish. But what it did was it fetched this and verified that the stuff it contains could only have been created by someone who controls this key. Now, I'm not going to look at all this evidence, but let's go look at Twitter. And sure enough, it says similarly that there's a tweet to the Malgorithms account, which is owned by Chris Coyne, which could only have been created by somebody who owned this key. Well, in this life, there are no surefire 100% proofs of anything, but this is really useful information. If I want to decide whether to trust this key, the fact that apparently the person who controls it is also Malgorithms on Twitter and owns chriscoin.com is pretty strong evidence that, yeah, this is Chris, and I can trust it. So here you go, modern cryptography in action once again. So I'm about done with my work on this project for the moment, so thank you for listening, and I want to take a moment to say thanks to Dominic Schurman and Vincent Breitmoser of the Open Keychain Project, and to Chris Coyne and Max Krohn of Keybase.io. It's been a highly educational pleasure working with them. Thank you.